Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're diving into the world of data visualization, specifically
Yeah.
Power BI and Tableau. Two of the biggest names out there,
Right.
you know? Everyone wants to make those like smart data-driven decisions,
Right.
but choosing the right tool can be pretty overwhelming.
Yeah, it can.
So hopefully by the end of this deep dive, you'll know which one's the right fit for you.
Yeah, that's a great goal. Both Power BI and Tableau are industry leaders for a reason. They both transform raw data into insightful visuals,
Yeah.
but they each have their own way of going about it.
Yeah.
One might be like the sturdy workhorse you need for your everyday tasks, but the other could be more like a high-performance machine
Okay.
for more specialized things.
Interesting. So let's start with Power BI. Power BI is often called the Microsoft powerhouse. Is that just marketing hype, or is there something to it?
Oh, there's definitely substance behind that. Power BI is deeply integrated with that whole Microsoft ecosystem. So if your company's already using like Excel or Azure or SharePoint,
Right.
Power BI slots right in.
Oh, that's nice.
It can pull data from those sources like without any problems.
Yeah, that's convenient. No need to learn a whole new system.
Exactly. And it gets even more interesting. Power BI can actually tap into Azure machine learning.
Wait, machine learning? That sounds pretty intense.
Yeah, it is, but Power BI makes it surprisingly accessible.
Okay.
You can use it for things like predictive analytics, so things like forecasting sales trends, or even identifying potential customer churn.
Oh,
Yeah, it's about anticipating what might happen, more than just like basic visualization.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty impressive. But let's say I'm not a data scientist. Is Power BI still user-friendly for someone like me?
Absolutely. One of Power BI's biggest strengths is its accessibility, especially for people already familiar with Microsoft tools.
Okay.
Take DAX, for example.
DAX.
It stands for Data Analysis Expressions, and it's Power BI's formula language.
DAX? Is that going to make my head spin?
No, not at all. If you've ever used formulas in Excel, DAX will feel very familiar. You can use it to create complex calculations, like figuring out customer lifetime value or analyzing sales trends over time, without needing to learn a whole new coding language.
Right. So that smooth learning curve is a big plus for Power BI. What about the visuals themselves? Can it create those like eye-catching dashboards that everyone loves?
Oh, it definitely can.
Yeah.
Power BI is known for its clear, customizable dashboards. You have a wide variety of visualizations to choose from.
Okay.
Everything from simple bar charts to more complex maps and scatter plots.
And can you customize those visuals to fit like your company's branding?
Absolutely. You can tweak the colors, the fonts, the layout to make the dashboards visually appealing and on brand.
That's great.
And the best part is, with Power BI service, your dashboards update automatically.
Oh, so you don't have to like manually update it.
No, as the underlying data changes.
That's a game changer.
It is. Imagine having your sales figures or marketing metrics constantly refreshing, so you're always making decisions based on the latest data.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What about working together on reports? Is Power BI good for collaboration?
Collaboration is one of Power BI's strong suits.
Okay.
It's built for teams from the ground up. You can easily share reports and dashboards with colleagues, control who has access to what, and even work on them collaboratively in real time.
Oh, wow. So you can be working on the same thing.
Yes, at the same time.
That's great.
This makes data-driven decision-making a much more inclusive process.
It sounds like Power BI is ticking a lot of boxes. Integration, ease of use, collaboration, and even some advanced features like machine learning. But is it all sunshine and roses? Are there any limitations we should be aware of?
Well, no tool is perfect. One thing to consider is that while Power BI is flexible, it might not be as visually powerful as Tableau.
Okay.
When it comes to creating like truly unique or highly customized visuals, you have a lot of built-in options. But if you need something truly bespoke, you might hit a wall.
So you're saying it might not satisfy the design gurus who want complete creative control? What about the data itself? Any limitations there?
Power BI can handle large data sets, no problem. But if you're working with truly massive amounts of data, what we call big data, you might need to pair it with Azure or SQL Server to get the best performance. Think of it like this. Power BI can handle a heavy load, but for those super heavy deliveries, you might need a bigger truck.
I like that analogy, so it's not a deal breaker, but something to keep in mind if you're swimming in data.
Exactly.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. Can you give us some concrete examples of where Power BI shines in the real world?
Absolutely. Let's start with financial reporting.
Okay.
Power BI is a rock star for consolidating and analyzing budget data. It can track your expenses, monitor revenue streams, and give you a crystal clear snapshot of your financial health.
That's essential for any business, big or small.
It is.
What other real-world scenarios benefit from Power BI?
Sales analysis is another area where it excels. Imagine being able to track your team's performance, see which products are flying off the shelves, and identify areas where you could improve your sales strategy,
Yeah.
all in visually engaging dashboards.
So you're not just looking at numbers on a spreadsheet.
No, you're getting actual insights you can act on.
Exactly.
And for the executives who need a high-level view, Power BI can create those impressive executive dashboards that highlight key performance indicators.
Ah, KPIs.
KPIs, like having a control panel for your entire business.
Okay, cool. And we can't forget about marketing, right?
Right. Power BI can be a marketer's best friend. Imagine analyzing customer behavior, tracking the effectiveness of your marketing campaigns, and using those insights to create even smarter strategies.
So like really targeting your efforts.
Yeah. Power BI helps you understand your audience.
Yeah.
And target your efforts more effectively.
It sounds like Power BI has a lot to offer, especially for those already in that Microsoft world. But before we crown it the champion, we need to hear from the other contender, Tableau. What's its story?
If Power BI is the dependable workhorse, Tableau is more like that high-performance sports car.
Okay.
It's built for speed agility
Yeah.
and creating some truly stunning data visualizations.
So it's for those who want to go beyond just basic charts and graphs.
Yeah. And really tell a story with their data.
Exactly.
Tableau is all about creating what we call data stories,
Data story.
visual narratives that really engage your audience
Yeah.
and help them understand complex information in a memorable way.
Okay, paint me a picture. What does a data story look like in Tableau?
Okay, so imagine you're presenting sales figures.
Yeah.
Instead of just showing a table of numbers,
Right.
you create an interactive visualization. That takes your audience on a journey, showing how sales have grown over time, which regions are performing best, and how customer behavior is driving those trends.
Okay.
That's the power of Tableau.
That sounds way more engaging than a boring old spreadsheet. But how easy is Tableau to use? Does it require a lot of technical expertise?
One of Tableau's best features is its intuitive drag-and-drop interface.
Okay.
You don't need to be a coding whiz to create sophisticated visualizations.
So you're saying even I could do it?
Yeah, you can simply drag and drop data fields onto the canvas, and Tableau will automatically generate the charts and graphs for you.
That sounds pretty user-friendly, but does that mean it's limited in terms of what you can create?
Not at all. Tableau is known for its advanced charting capabilities.
Yeah.
It goes way beyond the basics,
Okay.
offering a vast library of charts, graphs, maps, and even more specialized visualizations like Sankey diagrams and tree maps.
I've heard of those.
You can really let your creativity run wild.
So I can create a simple bar chart or a mind-blowing interactive map, all within the same tool.
Yes.
What about the data itself? Can Tableau connect to different types of data sources?
Absolutely. Tableau is incredibly flexible when it comes to data connectivity.
Okay.
It can pull data from cloud databases, local systems, Excel files, CSV files, you name it. It's like a universal adapter for data.
That's great for organizations that might have their data scattered across different systems.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Tableau is really making data visualization accessible and visually powerful. Is there anything it doesn't do well? Are there any drawbacks we should consider?
Well, there's always a trade-off. And in Tableau's case, it's the cost.
Oh, got
Tableau is a premium product, and it can be significantly more expensive than Power BI, especially if you need licenses for a large team.
So cost is definitely a factor, especially for smaller companies or individuals.
It is.
Are there any other limitations to be aware of?
Well, Tableau's drag-and-drop interface
Mm-hmm.
makes it easy to get started.
Mm-hmm.
Mastering its full potential does take a bit more time and effort compared to Power BI. There's a steeper learning curve, so be prepared to invest some time in learning the ropes.
So you might need to attend a few webinars or watch some tutorials.
Yeah, to really unlock Tableau's power.
Exactly.
And another thing to consider is collaboration. Well, Tableau does have collaboration features. They're not as robust as what you'll find in Power BI. So if you're working in a heavily collaborative environment, where multiple people need to edit and share dashboards simultaneously, Power BI might be a smoother experience.
Got it. So it sounds like Tableau is powerful, but might require a bit more investment. In terms of both cost and learning time, can you give us some real-world examples where Tableau really shines?
Absolutely. Tableau is a natural fit for exploratory data analysis. Imagine you have a massive data set, and you're not even sure what you're looking for yet.
Okay, yeah.
Tableau lets you dive right in, slice and dice the data in various ways, and create different visualizations on the fly. It's like being a data detective, uncovering clues and following hunches.
So it's about uncovering hidden patterns and making those aha discoveries.
Exactly. And once you've found those insights, Tableau helps you. Tell a compelling story with your data. You can create interactive presentations and reports that bring your data to life, making it easier for others to understand and act on your findings.
We've talked about data stories. What other use cases are particularly well suited for Tableau?
Geographic analysis is another area where Tableau really shines. It has incredible mapping features
Okay.
that let you visualize data by region territory, or even down to the street level.
So if I want to see where my customers are concentrated or analyze sales trends by geographic location, Tableau's the way to go.
It's a powerful tool for that kind of analysis. And let's not forget those massive data sets.
That's big data.
The big data we talked about earlier. Tableau is built to handle those huge volumes of information. It can connect to the specialized tools like Hadoop and Spark, which are designed specifically for processing and analyzing big data.
So if my company is drowning in data, Tableau might be the life raft I need.
It can definitely help you navigate those data oceans.
Yeah.
So we've now looked at both Power BI and Tableau, each with its own strengths and weaknesses.
Right.
Power BI seems to be a great option for businesses already in the Microsoft ecosystem, while Tableau offers more power and flexibility, but at a higher cost.
So how do we actually decide which one is right for a specific situation? It feels like we've been circling around this big question the entire time. Which tool is the right fit?
Right.
Is there a way to simplify this decision?
Absolutely. Let's do a head-to-head
Okay.
across those key areas we've talked about.
All right, game on. Let's start with the basics. Which one is easier to learn?
So if you're already comfortable with Excel
Mhm.
and that whole Microsoft suite, Power BI is going to feel really intuitive.
Mm.
It uses a lot of the same logic and even a similar formula language.
You mentioned DAX earlier. Sounds like knowing Excel would give you a head start there.
Exactly. Tableau, on the other hand, it's got a steeper learning curve. It's powerful, but you'll need to invest a little more time to master its full potential.
So Power BI for a quick win, Tableau for those willing to put in the extra effort.
Right.
What about the cost? That's a major factor for a lot of people.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Power BI is much more budget-friendly, especially with that free desktop version. It's great for individuals or smaller teams who are just dipping their toes in.
Okay. And Tableau?
Tableau is definitely a bigger investment. It's a premium product with a price tag to match. You're getting a lot of power and flexibility for that price, though.
We've talked about Power BI being good for those.
Yeah.
Clear, functional visuals, and Tableau being that visual storytelling champion. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, it is. If you need to create those highly customized interactive visualizations that tell a compelling story,
Mm-hmm.
Tableau is hard to beat.
Okay.
Power BI is no slouch, but it's more about those clean, efficient dashboards that convey information quickly.
So both can create great visuals, but they have different strengths.
Yeah.
What about the analytical side of things?
Power BI is great for general business intelligence tasks, creating reports, tracking metrics, monitoring KPIs. It's all about making data-driven decisions
Okay.
based on solid insights.
Okay. And Tableau?
Tableau is better suited for that deep exploration and analysis.
Oh.
It's for those who want to dig into those massive data sets, uncover hidden patterns, find those aha moments that lead to breakthrough insights.
One for structured analysis, the other for uncovering those hidden gems.
Yeah.
Interesting. What about integration with other tools and systems?
That's where that Microsoft connection really comes into play. Power BI is seamless within the Microsoft ecosystem. If your company relies heavily on Excel, Azure, or SharePoint, Power BI is going to feel like a natural extension of your existing workflow.
So it's the home team advantage for Microsoft users?
Exactly. Tableau, on the other hand, is more platform agnostic. It's designed to connect to a wide range of data sources, no matter your tech stack.
Okay.
That flexibility is a big plus for companies with those diverse data environments.
Last but not least, let's talk about big data. Can both tools handle those massive data sets?
Both can handle large data sets, but there are some nuances. Power BI can certainly handle its fair share of data.
Yeah.
But for truly massive data sets, it's often best to pair it with Azure or SQL Server to get optimal performance. Think of it as giving Power BI an extra boost.
And Tableau?
Tableau just seems to have a natural affinity for big data. It's designed to handle those huge volumes of information with grace and speed. If your organization is dealing with a data deluge, Tableau might be that smoother sailing option.
So we've gone through this head-to-head comparison. What's the bottom line? How should someone listening to this choose the right tool for their needs?
Here's the takeaway. If you're mostly in the Microsoft world, need a good balance of cost and functionality, and you're comfortable with a more straightforward approach to visualization, Power BI is a strong contender.
Okay.
It's easy to learn, integrates well with your existing tools, and offers a great set of features for your everyday business intelligence tasks.
That makes sense. What about Tableau? Who's its ideal user?
Tableau is for those who crave visual storytelling, need to handle massive data sets without breaking a sweat, and are willing to invest in a more powerful tool. Even if it comes with a steeper learning curve and a higher price tag, it's for those who want to go beyond reporting and truly unlock the power of data exploration and communication.
We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive. We've explored the strengths and weaknesses of both Power BI and Tableau. You now have a solid understanding of their features, their costs, and the types of tasks they excel at.
You've got the knowledge. Now it's time to apply it to your own situation.
So think about your specific needs. What are you trying to achieve with data visualization? What kind of data are you working with? What's your budget? What are your team's technical skills? Once you've considered these factors, the choice between Power BI and Tableau should become much clearer.
And remember, whichever tool you choose, the most important thing is to use it to unlock the insights hidden within your data. Data visualization is a powerful tool for making better decisions, understanding your business more deeply, and communicating your findings in a compelling way.
That's a great point to end on. So go forth, explore your data, and create some amazing visualizations. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time.